Dismayado naman si dating Senador Ramon Bong Revilla Jr. sa muling pag-uurong o pagre-reseto ng Sandigan Bayan sa nakatakdasan ng pagdinig ng kasong plunder laban sa kanya. Sinabi ng dating senador na may git 2 taon na siyang nakakulong na wala naman po siyang kasalanan. Dagdag pa ng senador, hindi naman patas sa kanya lalo na kung mapapatunayang wala siyang kasalanan. Naantala rin ang naturang pagdinig dahil daw sa paghahain ni Revilla ng motion na bawasan ng prosekusyon ang mga ebidensya laban sa kanya. Muling itinakda ng Sandigan Bayan ang pagdinig ni Revilla sa 30 ng Marso upang mabigyan ng sapat na panahon ang dalawang panig na maayos ang mga usapin.
Sa iba pang balita, hinamon naman nila Senador Bong Revilla Jr. at Jinggoy Estrada sina Senate Blue Ribbon Committee Chair Teofisto Ginggona at Justice Secretary Laila De Lima na ilabas na ang nalalaman o nilalaman ng Napoles list. Ang buong ulat ihahatid naman sa atin ng aming kasama si Sam Ramirez by phone patch. Sam?
Magandang hapon sa inyo, Princess. Hinamon nga nila Senators Jinggoy Estrada at Bong Revilla Jr. Dalawa sa mga mambabatas na nasasangkot sa pork barrel scam, si Justice Secretary Laila De Lima na ilabas na ang nilalaman ng Napoles list. Hinaing ni Estrada, hindi raw patas ang trato sa kanilang tatlo. Nang tanungin raw kasi si De Lima ng media matapos ng 5-hour tell-all ni Napoles sa ospital ng Makati, kung kabilang silang tatlo sa idinawit, yes, absolutely ang sagot ni Laila De Lima. Ngunit nang tanungin naman kung may iba pang nadadawit, ang sagot naman ni Secretary De Lima, we have to verify. Dapat ay magkusa na lang rin niya si De Lima at hindi na dapat pang ipatawag sa Senado para lang isiwalat ang Napoles list. Dapat naman magbitiw si Blue Ribbon Committee Chairperson Ginggona kung hindi niya ipasapina ang Napoles list o si Justice Secretary Laila De Lima upang isiwalat ang nilalaman ng listahan. Ito ang sinabi ni Senator Bong Revilla. Dagdag pa ni Revilla, bakit pa pinapatagal ang paghihirap ng mga nasa Napoles list? Wala rin naman aniyang pagkakaiba kung ilabas ito ngayon, bukas, na buwan.
Senators linked to the 10 billion peso pork barrel scam have a fresh appeal to Justice Secretary Laila De Lima. They want her to reveal the contents of the Napoles list. The details from Sam Ramirez.
Senators Jinggoy Estrada and Bong Revilla Jr., two lawmakers being implicated in the pork barrel controversy, decried the averred unfair treatment to them. The two noted that their names were quickly divulged to the public right after the scam broke out, even without verification. They asked Justice Secretary Laila De Lima, why is it not the same with the public officials in the so-called Napoles list?
When the reporter asked her, are the 3 senators included? Sabi niya, yes, absolutely. Anong tinanong siya, what about other senators or other congressmen or cabinet secretary? Well, we're still evaluating it. Oh, that's unfair.
Nung lumabas yung verify ba nila? Diba? Mabilis na nilabas kaagad nila sa media. So, siguro, mas maganda, ilabas na lang lahat kung ano man yung nandiyan sa listahan na yan. At para mabigyan ng pagkakataon na sumagot yung mga taong sinasangkot dito.
Estrada's message to Justice Secretary De Lima.
With or without any committee hearing, she has to release that list if she has any. Bakit kailangan pa ng ano? Why wait for the committee to compel her to release the list? She can do it on her own kung talaga meron siya.
On the other hand, Revilla issues this challenge to Blue Ribbon Committee Chairperson Teofisto Ginggona III.
I challenge the chairman of the Blue Ribbon Committee na i-compel niya ito. Obligahin si Secretary De Lima na ilabas ang listahan ito. Yun lang.
If he doesn't, sir, what if hindi compel the Senator?
I think he should resign as chairman of the Committee of Blue Ribbon Committee.
Senator Cheese Escudero is also wondering why the Secretary has not yet released the said list. He added that De Lima cannot change the contents of the list in the event that during their verification, document surfaces implicating a lawmaker who's not in the list.
Hindi ko rin maintindihan kung bakit hindi nilabas. Sa totoo, hindi pwedeng baguhin ni Secretary De Lima ang listahang yan. Hindi ko alam kung ano ibig sabihin ng validating and vetting it. Dahil paano pag sa validation nila hindi totoo? Hindi naman nila pwedeng amyendahan yung statement ni Napoles. Let it stand or fall based on what it says there.
Meanwhile, only one more signature is needed to refer a Blue Ribbon Committee report on the Senate's pork probe to the Bills and Index Service for plenary scheduling. The Blue Ribbon Committee with 20 membership has so far garnered 10 signatures.
Convicting pork barrel scam queen Janet Lim Napoles of serious illegal detention is an injustice done to her. This has been the explanation of Solicitor General Jose Calida in the manifestation in lieu of rejoinder he filed at the Court of Appeals last January, which recommends the acquittal of Napoles in the said case. In a press conference, Solgen Calida claims gathering evidence proving that Napoles did not illegally detain his cousin Ben-Hur Luy, the star witness in the plunder case in connection with the pork barrel scam.
When we look at the evidence, the transcript of records, there are many glaring instances which will support the acquittal of the accused.
He said there is no proof that Luy was coerced to stay at a retreat house, adding that he had a cell phone which he could use to call for help at the time of the supposed detention. Calida also noted that Luy was also visited 3 times by his family in Metro Manila, but he did not grab the opportunity to escape. The Solgen also added that Luy gave a letter to his cousin which says he is not illegally detained. Calida further noted that during the time Luy was rescued by authorities, he told them that he was not detained against his will. Calida says there is also a CCTV footage and statements of guards at the building proving that he stated such.
With facts like this, can you in conscience say that he should be convicted for the crime of serious illegal detention? Justice is blind and we should do justice, even if he is Ben-Hur Luy.
Calida also said that there will be no effect in their manifestation the acquittal of Napoles and other cases related to the pork barrel scam.
This serious illegal detention has nothing to do with the alleged the cases of Janet Napoles in the DAP and PDAP. These are 2 separate matters. As far as we are concerned, Ben-Hur Luy was not detained and therefore the case should be dismissed against him.
Calida also denied that he is influenced by someone close to the president in filing the said manifestation.
So is there a backstory you're seeing here if you do not believe that Ben-Hur Luy was illegally detained by Janet Lim Napoles?
You know, that's an interesting twist that we have discovered after we reviewed the records. First of all, it started with the Department of Justice. The NBI filed a complaint, and there was a panel of prosecutors who did the preliminary investigation. The findings of this panel of prosecutors was there is no probable cause to indict the accused. Okay? Then, even without a clarificatory hearing, presto, another decision came out indicting the accused. Now, was there anybody there in the DOJ who orchestrated this?
Who? Because the secretary then, I believe, was Secretary Laila de Lima. Am I correct, sir?
You said it.
So are you saying that she was... What are you saying about her?
Why did she have special interest in this case? There was already a panel of prosecutors. Let the prosecutors do their job. That is their job under the law. Why would the Secretary of Justice scout for one who is compliant to her wishes?
So you're saying that Secretary de Lima again created another panel to look into this after the first panel dismissed the case?
Yes,
okay.
Because she was not satisfied with the decision of the first panel.
And the end goal is what, sir? Of Secretary Laila de Lima?
To detain and convict Janet Lim Napoles.
Why?
Why? For many reasons. She might talk if she's not detained. She might implicate bigger fishes. And that's what we are looking now. And we'd like to thank those concerned citizens who gave us some information on this.
What kind of, I know this, you can't give much to us, sir, but you're saying that a number of people are coming to your office. I mean, siguro po pumupunta, nagsasabi po sa inyo. What's the strongest, probably, testimony you have so far? At least something that you can tell us. It's hard for us, sir, to
Relating
read
to this
between the
case,
lines.
you mean?
Yes.
Well, we base our manifestation on the evidence on record. So, on the basis of this review of the records, we found out that there's really no probable cause. Why should we let a person suffer incarceration if she did not actually do it?
2 years after she was convicted of serious illegal detention, Janet Lim Napoles has found an ally in the country's chief attorney, who now questions the conviction on this charge before the Court of Appeals. Solicitor General Jose Calida said the manifestation will have no impact on Napoles' other cases in connection with the alleged pork barrel scam. But Napoles' lawyer, Stephen David, says otherwise.
Yung mismong findings na yun ng Soldier, official yun eh. So, alam mo, may weight yan eh.
David believes the Solicitor General's manifestation raises questions on the credibility of Ben-Hur Luy, the government's primary witness in plunder and graft cases filed against individuals over the alleged scam.
Ano kasiguraduhan na totoo yun yung sinasabi niya at hindi lang siya nagpagamit?
Former Justice Undersecretary Jose Justiniano, meantime, reiterates the Solicitor General's position that the illegal detention case will have no bearing on the pork barrel charges. Justiniano handled the pork barrel cases when he was still at the Department of Justice.
Kung maniwala man ang Court of Appeals na sinasabing walang hindi credible si Ben-Hur, hindi binding yan sa Sandigang Bayan.
Justiniano adds the pork barrel cases are not based solely on Luy's testimony.
Meron pating ibang whistleblower, si Marina Sula at Merlina Suñas, na nagsabi na bogus yung mga NGOs ni Napoles. May kaalaman din dun sa pagbibigay ng kickback.
He also points out documents such as reports from the Anti-Money Laundering Council that support government witness testimonies. David is a staunch supporter of President Duterte, and his wife Lani was appointed Deputy Commissioner at the Bureau of Internal Revenue. While he expressed gratitude to the Solicitor General for helping prove his client's innocence on the charge of illegal detention, David denies his connections to Malacanang have anything to do with this development.